And wrapping it up on the Joey Jones Show, presented by Mugshots Grill and Bar on Airport Boulevard. Time now for our trip around the Sun Belt Conference and conference opener for Louisiana Monroe last week. Their first game without Colton Browning as the starting quarterback. He's out for the year, unfortunately, with an injury. Brielle Brown actually did okay, but the defense couldn't stop Antonio Andrews from Western Kentucky. 155 yards, 2 touchdowns on 27 carries. Western runs away with it 31-10. So let's take a look at the conference teams in action today. Troy goes on the road to play at winless Georgia State. Monroe trying to stop the bleeding at Texas State, who got crushed in Lafayette last week. In Arkansas State, another non-conference game, this time against Idaho. But of course, we are off again this week, second bye week in a couple of weeks. For our orthopedic group injury report, that's a good thing. We get another week to rest, right?
Yeah, we do. We actually have some guys that will be back. You know, Darius Morrow tore his quad a couple weeks ago, and I think he'll be back starting this next week. And so yeah, it does. Yeah, I used to hate off weeks.
Yeah.
I know something about them. I'd just rather keep rolling and get to the next game and kind of stay in a routine. But we're getting to where I like them now because it just gives you some time to breathe. It gives the kids, like you said, a chance to get away physically for a little while and mentally. And I think we've come back from those off last time really well. So if we do the same thing this time, I think we have some good success in homecoming week.
Absolutely. We of course, coming off the Troy loss, coming off the Tennessee loss, but a lot of teachable moments in those things. You know, and that's how you look at it as a head coach. Hey, if you do something different here, then all of a sudden we make these plays, and that's what you got to communicate to the players. Right?
Let's face it, last year we had some close games, but it wasn't like this year. Last year we would be behind by maybe 14 late in the game, maybe score a touchdown late in the game and make it by 7. Well, now we're head to head with people, and so that's the positive thing. And so it's a real encouraging for us for the rest of the year. Our goal is still ahead of us, and that's what we're going to look for, and that's what we're going to work towards, and we're going to get them.
Right, and of course we'll spend all week talking about Kent State, and we'll spend the show next week talking about Kent State, but a little bit right now because they're coming in a week from now. Going to be nice, number one, to play at home.
It will, I tell you. And it's, the thing you don't think about is 3 out of our last 4 games have been at home.
Right.
I mean, I'm sorry, on the road.
Yeah.
And so you have one game at home, and we won it against Western Kentucky. And and it's always good to have home field advantage. And our kids play well at home, and looking forward to coming for homecoming, and hope we have a great crowd out there. I tell you, the crowd in that game against Western Kentucky was just tremendous. If we can bring that same crowd, that same excitement, same energy to that game, it's going to help us.
Absolutely. And the little you know about Kent State, we won't spend a whole lot of time on it today, but these guys are good. Obviously, they were down here for the bowl game last year.
They are, and the teams that they beat by Penn State, LSU, people like that. So if you look at their record and think, oh, well, they're playing some very good football teams. They still play a great brand of football, so it's going to be a heck of a football game.
I think Dree Archer's still there, isn't he, the running back?
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's still there. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy the week off, or week off for fans at least. I know you guys are working, but we will have another show coming up next Saturday as we get ready for homecoming in Kent State. We thank you so much for watching the Joey Jones Show on UTV 44.